Right, guys. So, as I told you, we do have some special guests on the show today. We have the man himself, Sharky Major.
Wait. Let's do that again.
What
We
do
do
you
that. We do that
mean?
every week. You got a special guest. You get me?
Would you? Oh, all of that.
Man's got the legend. You get me? The legend, the one and only
Sharky. Major.
Sharky.
How are you today? You alright?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Thank you.
No
What's
worries.
good,
No
man?
worries. So, just
Thanks
to
for that
get
build up as well, by the way.
Yeah, man. It's necessary, man. It's necessary. Original. It's necessary.
So obviously, we're gonna get straight into it. You know, you are one of the most influential grime MCs out there, to date. To be fair, some will call you the pioneer, veteran. I mean, take us back to where it all started.
Boy, school playground, spitting bars on the break.
Yeah.
You know, youth club, youth centre.
Yeah.
Just spitting bars wherever you could, be like bedroom tapes
Okay.
and sets.
Was grime fully in society at that time when you was in the playgrounds, or was it more garage? What was that?
Yeah, when I come into it, it was like still more garagey.
Okay.
Back end, like where on the other side of the record you might
Yeah,
get a darker version of that song where there wasn't as much vocals.
Okay.
More of just a beat playing.
Okay.
Or like even with the garage songs, some of them might have had like a little part where there was just a beat part.
Okay.
That's where the MC would quickly come in and fling a 16 bar or
Yeah.
bar in that section.
Jungle times, yeah? Those are just not jungle. After jungle, yeah? Okay.
Not that OG.
Oh, cool. Sorry, man's trying to show your age still. Cool, man. So when did you fall in love with grime then?
Probably once. Well, depends what you want to. When it had the name grime, by that point I was already in love with it.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously on the come up, really just getting out
Yeah.
there, making myself known and heard, and you know just doing what I do really. So,
Okay.
You know the process really.
Yeah.
And the love for music, the reaction and response that you get from the music, and just having an opportunity to be able to put out what you're feeling and what you're seeing or going through has worked. Yeah.
Of course. Obviously, he was one of many members of Nasty Crew. I mean, we've got a lot of young listeners out there. They ain't got a clue what Nasty Crew is. So for them that's listening, give us a little breakdown, a little background of how you got into that and how that was for you, really.
Okay, I'm a founding member of Nasty Crew.
Sorry.
Let that be known. The founding.
A founding member. So the moment when Nasty Crew was established or recognised or known, it was me, Marcus Nasty, and Stormin.
Okay.
So
I really am a young buck, innit?
Yeah, R.I.P. Stormin,
my
man.
brother
R.I.P.
Stormin,
man.
You get what I'm saying? So when Nasty Crew came about, you know, I was known in the ends
Okay.
as an MC. I met Marcus. Marcus said, "Oh yeah, you're the guy that I've been hearing about. Do you want to come on radio?"
Right. What area was this? Sorry, to be
This was in
specific.
Plaistow.
Plaistow, so east, yeah? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
E13.
Needed to know
This
that.
was
Let
in
them know that.
Plaistow. And obviously at the time I was growing up, I went to school in Forest Gate and I grew up in Forest Gate and
Okay.
hung about a lot in Stratford and Plaistow.
Right,
so
yeah.
a lot of people knew me and knew him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously the music that I was doing and all the youth club raves and all
Yeah,
them
yeah.
back in the day things,
Yeah.
like everyone knew me for that MC.
Ben and
like,
Jerry's. Was you about for Ben and Jerry's
Ben
times
and
in there?
Jerry's.
Them
Nah.
raves? Nah.
Actually, no, you know what? I used to hear about it. I wasn't allowed to go. But
Okay.
My older brother was hitting Ben and Jerry's.
Right,
you
okay.
understand?
Yeah.
So a couple, like, this is the thing. I started doing this thing when I was like 14, 15.
Right, okay.
You understand? So the process and how, you know, at the point of when people was like seeing the levels,
Yeah.
so to speak, I was still only about like 17.
Okay,
You know
cool.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was proper young in it. But
Yeah.
just doing this stuff like
Yeah.
with Stormin and Marcus. Marcus was our DJ and me and Stormin was the partnership.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So that's how it all started. And we went on radio, smacked it one day, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's the Nasty Boys," and then we was like, "Nah, Nasty Crew." That's just how it happened because obviously Marcus had the show and he asked me,
Yeah.
"Do you want to come on radio?"
Is he still a DJ?
Yeah, he was a DJ and still is a DJ.
Yeah, he still is a DJ. Because he's got other brothers that do music, because Criminal and not Little Nasty.
Criminal, Little Nasty, they're
Yeah.
MCs.
Yeah.
Mac 10 is a DJ. and
Okay,
obviously
yeah.
Mac 10 was also
Yeah.
Nasty Crew.
Okay, cool.
Later on down the line.
So for those that don't know, with Nasty Crew, there was other crews. So you had like Pay As You Go, didn't you? Is that's all from the same kind of area? Innit? You got Pay As You Go,
Yeah,
you had
Pay As
Cream
You Go.
Cartel, you had quite a
Pay
few.
As You Go, really the main ones at the time when I was coming up as a young buck, you had Heartless Crew,
That's
So
it.
Solid, and Pay As You Go.
Okay, cool.
And then probably in that order is how I started listening to this music and getting involved.
Right, yeah.
So first started listening to Heartless Crew, and around that time I was also hearing a bits of So Solid. Maybe a little bit after that, and then Pay As You Go was like the newer form. And when I say newer form, obviously when we spoke about garage and then when MCs started saying other stuff, that crew at the time started doing other stuff like what I was on, what Storm was on. So like they're the people that really kind of took it a next direction as well.
What was the vibe in that time? So you know how like everyone's blowing out of the woodworks at the moment. Everyone's getting deals, everyone's getting views. But at that time, you know, you had when So Solid hit mainstream. How did that affect the scene, whilst you guys were still literally making music, doing music, and still grafting?
Yeah, I think it was good because I loved the 21 Seconds and Oh No, and you know, I used to buy records. I was a DJ before I was an MC.
Okay.
So like tunes like Paper Money and all that, and which then became Oh No, I think.
Yeah.
And other bits and bobs, like I used to like rate the So Solid movement. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when the kid was on telly and they're driving TTs and they got fire in their videos and all sorts of things going on, mad like these man like they seen our struggles in it. That's how it felt like in it. That's us, like they're like us. So seeing them on the TV doing that was, you know, them setting a big example. Because at that point no one had done that sort of level of music video and in line with what the youth of today of that point was doing.
Cool.
Did you think that you guys was ever be as big as you guys like got in terms of like when you first got in the process of making music, and then when it got to one stage and the next stage, did you think like, wow, I didn't know it was gonna be this big?
Nah, never, man. But to be honest, most people that start something never think, oh, I'm going to start this and it's going to go there.
True.
You know what I mean? But it was a great process because, you know, we were just expressing ourselves, doing music and building a buzz and gaining more fans. And it was like a snowball effect in terms of how the momentum and how many people built up and got to know about us. Started off in East London in doing bedroom tapes, and all of a sudden we're going around London, then around the country, and then taking trips overseas, and all of that started from just the radio.
So who inspired you? You're inspiring people. At that time when you started, who inspired you back then? Because people won't know that.
This is the thing. Obviously, when I say I started listening to people like Heartless Crew, So Solid, Pay As You Go, you know, obviously, mainly Heartless and So Solid were my inspiration.
Okay, cool. No particular artist?
In that kind of the getting involved in this music. But prior to that, I was just listening to rap music.
Okay, cool.
At first, like when my friends were trying to show me about all this garage and all of that, I was like, what's that, man? That's not Tupac, that's not Biggie. Like,
We had a phase where no one weren't trying to hear anything UK for a while.
I wasn't listening to all that. I wasn't listening to UK rap. All that, man. So I was just listening to the rappers.
Okay,
cool.
Okay,
fair enough.
Obviously, back then, there wasn't such thing as YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat and all of these things. But if there was, do you think that, or how do you think it would be different for you now?
I think it would.
It would be
I would be somewhere else in the sense of everything we did was part of the build-up process
to that,
to everything, and obviously this technology also was building as well. So, you know, combined when you've got the music work that's been put in 20 years or 18 years or whatever you want to call it, and then you've got another 15, 20 years of technology. You know what I mean? If man come in now fresh as a young buck, everything's built up ready for me now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. All you got to do is just
literally
spit bars.
That's it.
But
then again, if we didn't do certain things, it might not have. If the people of that scene all didn't do what we did, then who would have?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Set a bar, really, isn't it?
So it's fate, innit? You had to do what we're doing. But we're still winning now.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Cutting them checks.
Touching on that, though, I mean, what do you think, or why do you think it's changed from, you know, strapping a 16 or a 32, going to radio sets to get reloads, to who can make the best tune? Why do you think it's all about who can make the best tune now? Why is it not about the bars and the lyrics that people are saying?
Yeah, I think it's a balance because you want to be able to still be able to strap the best 16 or 32, or go on radio and show, but or go into a rave and have the crowd singing your bars. But obviously, there's levels as well. So if you want to be able to say I've achieved the #1 record, or I've had a #1 album, or I've been able to tour with my music and do my show, then you're gonna have to have music and a catalog for that. You see what I mean? Obviously, there was phases when radio wasn't as popular for MCs, and live lyrics and all of that weren't as popular. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, people like myself tried to make sure that that aspect of it doesn't get forgotten. Do you see what I mean? And
Of course.
you know what I stand for, obviously, is bars and is lyrics. So it's always about being able to strap a 16 or 32 and go on radio and show. Do you know what I mean?
So I mean, you are actually one of. I think some would say that your USP is the fact that you are a lyricist. I mean, what inspires you to write in such an articulate way rather than some of the rest?
I just wanted to show progression.
Okay.
And also that I'm not a simple you. Like, do you know what I mean? In the sense of, like, when I first wrote bars, it was basic, because basic was the only thing I knew, innit?
Yeah.
But then obviously I wanted to challenge myself and be able to, you know, show that I felt like, or show the smart side of me or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Just,
The intellectual
you know what I mean?
side, the articulate side.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
So,
of course.
you know, that was it really. I just felt like, let me just express myself and test myself, show what I can do. And yeah, a lot of people then said, right, Sharky, you're the lyricist, you were ahead of your time. A lot of different things I hear, and I weren't aiming to be known or recognized as that guy. I just wanted to say stuff.
Yeah,
See
cool.
what I mean?
Yeah, to say how you felt,
That's
innit?
right.
Do you think you was ahead of your time?
Yeah, I think I was, because I reckon I could still stand up with majority of the MCs that are rated or respected now, or whatever, or new guys, or whatever you want to call it, and still spit certain bars that are over 10, 15 years old, and they're just as strong as
they
some
were
of the
then.
new lyrics of today. Do you see what I mean?
When you first met Wiley, what was that like? When you guys first, because you guys did a couple of sets.
Yeah, we did quite a few sets, me and Wiley. Obviously, before I actually met him, I'd already heard him.
Okay.
Because obviously he was part of Pay As You Go.
Yeah.
And I also knew of his production skills, because I used to buy records, like I said.
Yeah.
At that time, I think he made Nicole's Groove, was the tune that he made.
Okay.
That was one of the first production song he made. I had that record. You know what I mean? So I knew of Wiley, at least to hear his lyrics. And then obviously, as Nasty Crew was building and getting their name, eventually we crossed paths in different events and on radio shows and whatever. And yeah, it's interesting, brother. You know, from back in the day to now, he's always been funny. He's always been unpredictable.
Yeah, very.
He's likable as well.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we had our run-ins here and there.
Yeah, that's. I was hoping you was gonna touch light on that. That's I kind of set up the question, thinking you was gonna.
Yeah, we had a clash. Like, he clashed about 15 MCs or something.
What, that same day, or just?
Nah,
or you talking, oh yeah, okay, cool,
obviously, he might clash more, man, that I don't even know about.
Yeah,
but
he was clashing everyone.
Didn't mind the clash.
Yeah, always.
Obviously, our one at one point probably got a bit more personal than certain man's clashes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, I was saying some stuff. He was
Yeah,
saying some
he
stuff.
was. Yeah, stuff was being said.
Like obviously, but we were young.
Yeah.
At the time, the business brain weren't fully in place yet.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it definitely weren't.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But
some of the things you said, you weren't business minded.
He already had the vision.
Yeah.
No, we can do this and get this.
Yeah.
That's what he used to say to a lot of people. No, but don't you realise that, you know, like when that's how I felt, innit? So when I'm ringing him and saying, bro, what you doing? What is it then?
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, this is like, it's music.
No,
like,
you know.
But on the flip side, obviously, like, it's not that he's a dickhead. Obviously, like there is stories you'll hear of Wiley standing up for himself. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
He's
So,
a legend, bro. But obviously, I know you guys. How did you guys overcome that then in the end?
We just had to, because we cared for the music.
Yeah. Okay.
Really, we wanted to win. We wanted to see the music win. And obviously, I had to change my mindset a little bit as well, because I didn't understand this. I'm just thinking a guy's sending for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't understand that. I only knew the other stuff. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got lyrics and then there's road.
Yeah.
So, but then this aspect was new to me, innit?
Right. Yeah.
This whole clash thing. We can clash and make money or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, okay, all right, like
Yeah.
scratching my head. Like,
Trying to get your head around
yeah,
it.
yeah, but yeah, man. Obviously, I'm glad that all them things man went through them things because
Yeah, of course.
it's part of the process. And you know, it's funny because he got me, I got him. So it was a good little battle.
Yeah.
As the game goes. This song here, probably no one in the industry right now probably could get this lineup again. On
No,
the tune,
they won't.
So
Let the people know who exactly was on that tune. For those who don't know.
So that was Shark Attack remix featuring, of course, it's my song featuring Devlin, featuring P Money, featuring Dot Rotten, featuring Gets.
Okay. So that is a very unique setup for a song there.
Yeah.
How did you even put that together, knowing that these guys have pretty much, besides Devlin, have all clashed each other at some point in their careers?
At that time, they hadn't all clashed yet. So what it was, that song was out. Yeah, you're looking at when was this released?
Yeah.
What?
This song come out, I think 2000. Was recorded, I think, in 2009, maybe. Yeah.
2009.
Yeah, possibly 9 or 10. Yeah. So basically, what happened there
Oh.
was I had a beat, and I knew that Skepta produced the beat.
Shout out Skepta.
Yeah. And I knew the beat was hard. And I thought, all right, let me do a tune. I've done the original of it. Then I thought, I shot the video. It was on channel AKA and all that.
Shout out AKA.
I think it might even been channel U them times. I'm not even sure.
Right, that's take.
Yeah, just that lineup was crazy. Like getting that lineup on one track, mad. Like,
Cool.
You can't really get that lineup easily. You get me?
Okay, so I want to fast forward to the more recent stuff now. Grime Originals. I'm sure you're probably aware Grime Originals and yourself has actually popped up on our show in the past. When we had Maxwell D, when we had DWE, and
Rules.
and Reels as well. Yeah, when we had Reels.
Yeah,
And
them man repping, you get me?
Yeah, they're repping hard still.
and I just want to hear it from yourself now. I mean, where did
From the boss.
Yeah, how did it start? How did this whole success of the brand? Where did it start from? What was going through your head?
Again, didn't think it was gonna get anywhere to the scale it got to as quick as it has.
Yeah.
After doing the first one, I always knew that I could feel that this has mad potential.
It was done on you as a birthday, first of all, wasn't it? It was like you were doing it as a birthday thing, wasn't you?
No, it was in Birthdays as a venue.
Yeah.
Which is in Dalston.
Okay.
But the first one was in March 2017.
Okay.
And that was like in front of I reckon we must have had about 200 people there.
Okay.
It wasn't jam or nothing. There was a few people there, do you know what I mean? And obviously they saw what was going on, got behind it, footage started going out on the internet and Instagram, and people was like, oh wow, certain man I haven't seen for time. What was over there?
Yeah.
What, I missed that. What? I'm making sure I'm at the next one. When's the next one?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And audio went out and certain bits happened, and from there I could see the momentum was strong, and we started building up a momentum, and the demand for it was good. So just did more and more.
Did you have a vision for it in a sense that when you did it, did you anticipate that people would want to see some of the old schools? Because obviously Grime Originals kind of says it within itself who you're kind of catering to and who you're doing it for. So
yeah, I think I just wanted to bring a rave raves back where MCs were just doing the MC thing.
Yeah.
More focused on that than just coming and performing the song.
Yeah, okay.
Or so and so is gonna be at this rave. Yeah, you know what songs he's gonna perform. You know how he's gonna perform it. Do you know what I mean? It was just too normal. So then, it weren't exciting as much. So then, when I come back and I thought, all right, well, bearing in mind that majority of the MCs I can talk to if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I just might as well speak to them and say, look, you want to come and do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And most of them were on it at the beginning, and from here we just kept going.
For me, when I saw it, it was like, okay, cool, Grime Originals. Because I did grime back in the day, like everybody did. Yeah, I did grime. Had a little grime period, but nothing's on the net still. You get me? Everything's taken down. You know what I mean? It's a different life I live now. But for example, do you feel for guys that are new to grime? Did you feel that the name Grime Originals would alienate them, or?
No, because I made sure made sure I included new generation.
Yeah.
So like I said, this is about MC, the raw aspect of it. Is
okay.
So the slogan almost is like grime in its purest form.
Right. Okay.
And that's what Grime Originals is also about, not just the original old MCs.
Right. Yeah.
It's about
Original grime.
it's original pure grime, innit?
I wanted you to clear that
Do you know
up
what I
still.
mean? And you'll still catch a grime set, a garage set, or a funky house set in the other room.
Yeah.
Or like even in certain main room, in certain venues that we might play around the country. But obviously the highlight of the event is the shellage.
How do you deal with the drama on the set? Do you panic sometimes? Because I've been to one of these Grime Originals, one in Vauxhall, and you know these younger guys, I don't know them, right? And it looks like it gets a bit techie because some guys were dissing each other on stage and like some man send for each other. How do you deal with that? Because surely you got to panic, think right, something kicks off.
Now, to be honest, 99.9% of Grime Originals hasn't been that.
Okay.
But on that particular one you went to, in a particular new gen set, it went off a little bit, but not proper off.
Didn't go off
it
like,
was just
but
like
it got techie.
Yeah, but I didn't.
It got techie. Someone took the mic off. Someone wouldn't give the mic back.
Yeah, it wasn't professionally controlled at that point.
Yeah.
But obviously, when I saw what was going on, that's when I intervened.
Yeah, I remember you was like, "Yo, it's all whatever." I remember. I'm just saying, do you panic? Did you like if that happens on set? How do you?
I didn't panic. I just thought, what you doing? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean, fix up because your time to shine and you're spoiling it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But obviously, I also respect and understand that in grime there's the competitive side of it. There's the battles, the wars, and that's part of what the culture is. It's just if you're gonna do it, then run it properly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And maybe make sure that when you go there, you both know you're going there to do that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Rather, but yeah, man. Obviously, the way it's run and controlled is professional. You know, we've had over 100 MCs in different time since we started. Yeah, for sure, maybe even 200 in terms of different people that have come and featured or spat part of it, and it's always gone well. So, yeah, man.
Good.
Love that, man.
So what is next for Grime Originals? I mean, is it going to be taken overseas, festival settings?
Yeah, that's the plan. You know, obviously we're just putting together a few bits for 2019.
Yeah.
You know, right now we've got one coming up in Brighton.
Okay.
Which is on the 9th of November in Brighton. Earlier on this year we had a Southampton event as well.
Okay.
Wicked.
And we're gonna keep going around the country.
Yeah.
And like you said, we're looking at festivals. We're looking at overseas dates as well.
I'm hearing Grime's quite big in Dubai still.
Really?
Got a couple people in Dubai that are saying that they would love for Grime acts to go out there.
Wow.
Okay.
So that's a
So
little
shout
plug
there.
there. Give me a little percent though now that I've let you know still. You know what I mean? Yeah, businessman. Always trying to come.
Speaking of businessman, I want to touch on that because you are a businessman and you do not only Grime Originals and MCing and whatever, but Major Music. I mean, speak to us about that. That's your label?
Yeah. So before there was Grime Originals and all of that, there was Major Music.
Okay.
So that was the label. I was releasing music under Major Music. So, and then I started speaking to other artists and saying, look, obviously, come and work with me. You know, obviously, I believe in what you do.
Yeah.
And I want to help you. And obviously, from there, we've built up a team. We've got people like K9 next to me.
Shout out K9.
You know, I've got Talifa, Tommy B, Black Steve, King Ra, Bigger Man.
Shout out all them, man.
Yeah, man. And obviously, there's a lot of other artists that I'm working with closely as well.
Any girls coming through?
Fuming. Talifa.
Okay.
She's one of our artists and she's sick. Obviously, I've got a song with Olivia Louise.
Okay,
Step It Up. Like, you know, we're doing bits of work with her as well. So yeah, we're active, man. We're just popping off. But Major Music for me is like it's a family thing. So I don't just bring anyone into Major Music.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean? I got my close knit family.
Yeah.
Obviously, doesn't mean I'm not looking at no other artists, but at the same time, I still help their artists in different ways.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? It's just we're just trying to push the thing, but my thing is like lyrical fire on my campaigning. So if you're in Major Music, you got bars.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
how I
cool.
look at it.
Agreed.
I hear you, man.
I was gonna say because there's 3 artists in Major Music that all have a Tim and Barry freestyle session. The Lift, is that like a purpose with consistency of branding, or did it just happen? Is that all done on purpose?
Obviously I know Tim and Barry, so
Old school.
it's a thing where like when I was talking to them and they was like, yeah, we're gonna start off doing this series, The Lift. And I was like, okay, that's great. I've got some artists from Major Music that I want to bring through.
Okay.
So obviously K9 did one, Tommy B did one, Talifa did one, Fuming did one, King Ra did one, but it didn't come out. So yeah, just
Okay.
obviously that's, you know, if you're in major music, man's got the networking skills.
Plug.
So obviously I'm gonna try and push my artist
Yeah.
the way possible. There's a lot more things you're gonna see as well.
Okay,
coming
cool.
through. So yeah, just look out for it, man. You know, my guy K9 next to me.
Yeah.
He's got the bars, fire.
So page
Definitely.
you into Tim and Barry then.
Me?
Yeah, man. Get you
Me?
out there. Yeah, you.
You're funny.
You just released your ZZ. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got a ZZ, yeah.
She got a ZZ out there.
I'm gonna watch it still. I'm gonna watch it still. I can't lie, I haven't got a ZZ still.
No?
Yeah, man.
I hear you, man.
No, what, but you need to check out Brownstone Challenge. That's K9's challenge.
Brownstone Challenge, yeah?
that's
Okay,
the one
cool.
Still.
Okay.
Cool. You touched on the track with you and Olivia. How did that come about? Step It Up.
I've always rated Olivia's style. I like it. It's just it's different.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But it's also in some ways like the thing is, the Step It Up is just a touch of what she does. Like,
Okay.
If you check for her,
Yeah.
she's very talented.
Okay.
And you know, obviously I shouted her and I just said, you know what, I like your music.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're interested, let's do some work.
Cool.
So she was like, okay, just send me some bits through.
Mm.
So then Bigger Man, who's our producer who makes
Okay.
music,
Yeah.
sent me a tune. It's actually for someone else. But when I
Okay.
heard it, I was like, nah.
You want that?
I like that one there. I'm taking that one. I know
Okay.
where it's going. And I sent it to Olivia.
Yeah.
Then Olivia sent me back the track with the vocals. What she'd done, I'd rearranged it in the way that I wanted it, and then put my verses in between it, and
Okay. So she sent you the vocals first before you done.
yeah.
Okay.
So I wrote in line with what she was.
What she was
okay.
talking about.
Right, okay, cool.
Nice.
So that's kind of how it works, isn't it? Sometimes, unless you can tell the artist, no, this is what I want you to write a song about.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's a bit harder, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Send me on the beat, say make something, and then I'll
Then
work off.
I'll
you.
work off you,
Flow
yeah.
off of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think we should play that tune actually.
Cool.
'Cause I
Let's
quite
go
like
to that.
tune.
No, what I like about this tune as well, before you even play it,
All right.
is that when I heard what she said, I thought, rah, I really can write a response to this because I've been through this, innit? Like, bare times. So when you hear this, just know that the verses are very, very,
Strategic.
yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
So
we
we're
are
back. I can't lie. That's a banger. We were talking
nice,
about
isn't it?
we were
Good.
talking about certain songs today, yeah, and man wasn't rating some of them. I'm an honest guy. If I think the tune is dead, I'd have said I don't like the tune. This tune here, it's a nice tune still. I like it. Before we quickly log into K9, what inspired you to make that? I know you just briefly touched on it, but when you was writing, what did you draw from?
The fact that she's trying to tell me to step it up.
Okay.
I'm thinking, hold on, like, man, a boss out here.
Yeah.
Step what up, like,
Yeah.
you mad? Like, you get me? And that's funny, cause obviously, in this world, guys feel like I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my part for the relationship. Girls think you're not doing enough.
Yeah. Always.
Or have their view of it.
Yeah.
It's mostly that. Guys don't usually expect more from the girls.
No.
Girls always expect
More from the guy, yeah. More
In most
peas, more
cases.
this, more that, more
You get
this,
me?
more
It's
that.
Not a stereotypical thing.
Sexist, you know.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not trying to be either. Yeah, I'm not trying
Don't
to.
start him off, please.
Yeah, not on a sexist or stereotypical one.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, if it's a majority thing.
The diplomacy is coming from you right now. I know if the camera was off and there was no radio,
Bruh.
the answer would be different, man. We need to
Bruh.
stick up for
Come
each
on,
other,
cuz,
man.
I just keep
You
it
know?
real, man. Obviously, there are some girls that I like guys and some guys that I like girls. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But if we're weighing up the
Yeah.
percentages, I would say like it's like 80-20 or something.
I hear that. I hear that.
I hear that. All right, it's cool, man. Thanks for that. So, K9. Yo. What's happening? You all right?
Yeah, man.
Blessed for coming through, man.
Don't know, man.
You've got a freestyle on Instagram. That's bad.
I got a few freestyles on Instagram.
You was in a car. I don't remember the whole thing. You was in a car though, and you was spitting real gems, like telling people about like stop this road thing,
Okay,
get your P's
yeah,
up.
That's the Brownstone challenge.
Right. Okay. Cool. I didn't realize it was the Brownstone challenge, but
Yeah.
like, what made you put that together? Because that freestyle there, hard.
Do you know what? I put the Brownstone freestyle out. I put a lyric video out for it,
Yeah.
and then I thought just to hype the tune up a bit, let me do a challenge for it. You get
Right.
me? It's mad because what I done in the challenge is nothing to really do with the concept of the actual track.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like I set a theme for the challenge and everyone kind of ran with that theme. Because everyone that done the challenge kind of spoke positively or
Yeah.
kind of kept to the concept of what I was saying. I didn't even mean it for it to be like that. I just
Okay.
want anyone to do their thing. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it kind of popped off. It done its thing. I thought to hit that concept because it's easy to talk about the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Man's been talking about that
All
stuff
day long
for years. Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So, man can just show a next side.
Yeah.
And man can talk about other things and
Okay.
do it well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's just what I done. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You got another freestyle that you released and a video for it as well. Feel It in the Air.
Yeah.
What about that? How did that come about? What was all that about?
Feel It in the Air is basically like, first of all, it's a classic song that man grew up on, Beanie Siegel.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's a banger. Still old
Beanie
school,
Siegel,
man.
Feel
That's
It
a
in the Air.
proper.
Yeah, so if you're
Yeah.
from the old rap era, you'll know that
Yeah.
song. A lot of artists that I've liked just done that song, freestyled over that song. Like,
Everyone's
in terms
freestyle.
of that
Everyone's
D-Block,
told pain
Gio
on. Everyone's
Santana,
put
yeah,
pain on
everyone's
that
put
beat.
pain on it, you know what I mean?
That beat's got bare pain on, boy.
And I just listened to it. I listened to the instrumental and it just put me in a zone. And I just thought, I could feel it in the air. You get
Yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
was just a concept. That was just a concept. And
Right. Okay.
I ran with it.
Bless
Shout
you,
out
bro.
to Made You Think, who put it up on his page and that. And yeah, man, it's doing its thing still. I got a lot of stuff to keep pushing. You get me?
Okay. So we've jumped from freestyle. Let me take it back a bit now. Talk to me about your career. Some people know you, some people don't. I'm aware. I'm not so aware. So do you know what I mean? Let us all know.
Yeah, well, man's been doing music from about 13 years old.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, started on the grime thing before it was actually grime or whatever. But I never really established myself enough.
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't consistent enough. Do you know what I mean? And now I'm just taking it much more seriously. You know what I'm saying? Since I've linked up with Sharky and he's my manager,
Okay.
that's all I've ever needed was a manager to
Yeah.
put man on. You get me? So I can just concentrate on making music,
Yeah.
being a creative, doing what I need to do,
Right. Okay.
and then Sharky can just plug me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a lyric in my lyric where I say, Sharky gives man a free ball, and I take the shot.
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly what it is. You get me? I just need man to keep giving me free balls.
Yeah.
I'll take the shot and I'll bang in the goal and I'll score.
Okay.
You
Cool.
get me?
Okay.
And that's what it is.
Man,
That's what
Skulls,
it is,
Van
you get me?
Nistelrooy.
All right, you get me?
Okay. I hear you.
So that's what it is, man.
Would
So-
you say that you yourself was ahead of your time as well? Because some people say that back in the day on radio, you know, you was one of the youngest ones there on sets, shelling, and everyone couldn't believe, like, who's this guy? He's got so much bars. I mean, do you think you was ahead of your time, maybe?
Yeah, I do. You know, I feel like I was always the youngest around a lot of people, and I was doing my thing. I think that's what made me get noticed in the first place. As you were saying, like, this guy's so young and he's shelling with all these big man.
Yeah.
That's what kind of got me noticed. But as you get older, that's not the gimmick anymore.
Yeah, of
You're
course
not young
not.
anymore.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I'm
not
saying?
young
Everyone's
anymore,
big
yeah.
now, so it's just like, oh, cool, you're hard, you're just hard. So you just gotta keep pushing, like, and I think that's been my biggest failure, not being consistent.
Okay.
So consistency is man's thing.
For
you
people
know?
like me who either I might have listened to, didn't remember you, I'm not aware of much music you was doing at the time, and like as to now, who was, just to give me like an understanding, who was in your era at that time, like all the young bucks, so I can kind of know where to kind of place you, like where
It was basically the youngers of like Sharky's era. So
Okay.
the youngers, the kids in the hood youngers,
I mean, artists like when you was making music, what other artists was around like during your time? I'll get Sharky in that, but
more like Airs,
okay,
like the Scare Them lot, if you know the Scare Them
Yeah.
lot, Scotty D and that.
okay, yeah.
Again, like I said, the youngers of them lot, so it'd be like
Okay.
Grim, Criminal.
Okay, so Criminal. Okay,
around
cool.
that era of
Right,
grime.
that area, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, cool. That's wicked, man. And knowing now that you're still making music, I mean, Criminal's kind of still making music or about. Like, where do you want to take it now? Now that you've kind of established that you weren't consistent, or you could have been more consistent, getting through rules from Paul Scholes, even though Man United's dead.
Arsenal.
Yeah, dead teams there. Let's not talk about Arsenal and them teams. There's weak
When
teams.
Scholes was about Man United, he was definitely winning.
Yeah, he was doing bits. He was doing a lot. All right, cool. But like, where do you want to go? Like now, like, because obviously you got to feed. Nowadays, people want to feed their families. This music thing's really out there.
Yeah, no, it's a career for man. Man's taking
Where
it
can I see
seriously,
you in the
man.
next couple of years? Like even just like 2, 3. Where do you want to be? Like,
You'll see me doing shows
okay,
around the UK.
yeah,
You just see a lot of music out in it, whether it's videos, whether it's EPs, singles. man's here, man's on the map, and man's not leaving.
Yeah, good man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy when I see a lot of artists come back or continue because now the scene's big and people need to know the people that was there before.
All right,
Like
yeah.
people need to know
All
that.
right,
It's important to do that. And obviously, just like you have the American industry where all the old schoolers are still rapping, there's a fan base for it. If you was doing your music and you stop now, I'll tell everybody, go,
It's the
because
time, innit? Yeah, of course.
there's some people that have blown now that you know, but maybe you can't holler right now. But if you're putting in the work, you can reach out to them and it's
You
like,
know
yo.
what? I don't see no one. You know, I'm confident in my thing and what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I feel like there's no traffic in my lane because I do what I do. I
like
don't see
that.
a next man's success and think, oh, that hinders my thing.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
focused on what I'm on. I'm confident in my team and my management.
Good, cool.
And that's it. We keep pushing.
So what can we expect?
Um,
What's coming out?
Right now, I got a tune with Talifa that I've just done.
Okay,
I'm gonna be pushing that to do a video.
Okay.
You'll see that before the end of the year.
wicked.
I don't want to talk about too much, but I got a few features coming out. You get
Yeah,
me? Like,
EP. You got EP coming out. What's going on?
We're working on it. I'm separating tunes between the EP and singles. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So I'm making music still.
Is it all grime or is it going to
Nah,
be a
do you know what?
mixture?
Good thing you said that still. Obviously, I've come up on grime, but I've been pushing rap a lot recently.
Okay.
I feel that's the angle that I
That's
need to
that's
go
your
at.
lane.
Speaking with management as well, I think
Yeah.
that's the angle we're trying to push with me. I feel like I can say a lot more in rap.
Yeah,
I can articulate myself better in rap.
yeah.
And I'm just good at both, innit?
You can do
it all,
both,
I
yeah,
can do it
but
all, yeah.
When you're
rap's
ready
like
to
your
switch,
lane.
you
That's
can
the thing about
switch.
the scene. Like we have such a diverse scene where it's not like you have to do grime
One
or you
thing,
have
yeah.
to do rap. That you can bounce
Yeah.
off the two, which is wicked.
I
You know
want
what I
to also touch on, you've made a lot of music with Kalashnikov as well. I mean, how did that come about?
Again, natural, like Sharky said, everything, all the links man make, it's just natural, it's family. So that's my brother, that's big bro, do you know what I mean?
How'd you guys meet?
He was living in my ends. And we talked. I'm not one of those guys who like see guys and be like, yeah, I do music and ready to tear. So I think he liked that in me, that he found out I done music and I knew him all this time and he was like, right, you didn't even show me you do music. Like,
Okay,
you get me?
yeah.
And you know I'm clashing the coffee, you didn't? I said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I kept it calm. Like,
Yeah, you just kept it. You know what I
and
mean?
he
Yeah, I know what you
respected
mean.
that, and that's
Yeah.
how we linked. I gave him some of my stuff, he liked my stuff, and then from there, we just patterned up, man. And he showed me the game, showed me a few things in the game. Do
Okay.
you know what I mean? So I respect it. I respect a lot of the XP that I've had messing with him. Do you know what I
Can
mean?
we expect a collab between you on a new tune?
know what?
Is he
You know
coming
what?
back? Does he
There's-
want to still do
I
music?
can't speak on much on what he's doing right now,
Yeah.
but I know like he was working on an album.
Yeah.
I was featured on the album.
Wicked.
I got a few songs featured on the album. I was featured on his album before.
Yeah.
Back to the Sagas. So yeah, man. In terms of stuff that he's putting out, you should be able to see me on some stuff, man. Do you
Is
know
that
what I mean?
is that the style we should expect even from yourself? Like Kalashnikov, like deep lyrical, like
Yeah, I can touch that zone. Man's versatile with it, so I can easily touch a deep, conscious
Yeah.
side, and then I can switch.
Can we expect that on new music coming out?
100%.
Okay.
All elements of me. All elements of
All
me.
right.
Do you know
Okay.
what I mean?
I like that.
I want to ask you both a question before we get on to our little game.
Yeah.
One thing that music has taught you
Good one.
about yourself. Maybe not about, no, don't limit it. One thing music has taught you,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Music has taught me how to focus on your goals and your plans. So it's like
Okay.
you make a plan and you focus on it and you actually work on it, then you can achieve it. You know what I mean?
Music. What's music taught me? I'm still learning.
Okay.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm still learning. There's so much aspects to music. Do you know what I mean? I've always found it easy to make music, but in terms of putting out music and the business side of music, that's what I'm more focused on now. So I'm still learning, to be honest.
Cool. Nice. Well, we are going to play just a little game. It's called Page's Shot of Truth that Isaac will run. Isaac, you want to take the lead?
Right, guys. This game's dangerous still, so you guys need to be kind of ready for this still. Shot of truth. Explain the rules, please,
Okay,
Paige.
so we'll be asked a question. It's meant to stick to the whole quick fire, but sometimes it doesn't, depending on the question. But the question is asked, you take a bit of the drink, and then you just answer. Make sense?
Cool. So, Sharks, we're gonna start with you. So you first take the shot, my broski.
No, the question, then the shot.
Oh, the question, then the shot.
It looks stupid.
All right, cool. So, one thing that you would change about the grime scene? Take the shot.
Gotta take the shot.
You gotta take the shot, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It gives me more time to think.
All right, cool. Not no sipping thing, you know.
Is that a sip or a shot?
That was a slight sip still.
You said,
No.
Yeah, man, just guzzle it down,
How
bro.
many questions you asking me though?
A couple.
Filling up the cup again
That's
each time.
fine. That's
You're smart, innit?
Yeah.
You wake me up in the morning. So I can't guzzle it, because if I do,
Yeah.
then you're going to ask me the next question and I have to fill up the cup again.
Yeah, exactly. What's the problem, bro?
I'm going to get too
Shout out Hillary and Son still.
We got Hillary and them, man.
Yeah, shout out Hillary. All right, cool. Answer the question.
What was the question again?
One thing you would change about the grime scene.
The negative, people's perception of it being negative when it's not.
Okay.
Okay,
Like,
cool.
It's like people working hard to try and build something and become someone with a skill and a talent.
Okay.
Do you understand? So not everyone can do what MCs and artists do, and more people are developing skills that allow them to express themselves in music. Do you know what I mean? So that's one of the things I would.
You would change.
Yeah.
I like
Okay,
that.
I like that. I like that still. It's okay now. If all the songs that you have, yeah, which one would you want to be like totally exposed that people haven't heard?
That's mad.
Of all the songs you've done, like you can research, like can come back and boom.
My catalogue's mad.
I was gonna say, because
I couldn't-
archives.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I
What's
don't
that
know.
one tune that no one's never, like a lot of people haven't heard, like a small amount that you'd want the whole world to hear, like?
I'm just gonna say, listen to Brownstone, innit?
Brownstone, that's the one, yeah?
That's the most recent active. I felt like it shows me currently now.
Okay,
You know
cool.
what I'm saying? So yeah.
All right then. Did you take the shot though, big man?
He did.
You sure, yeah? All right, cool. Paige. If you could collab with any artist, right? Who would it be? You better say Sharky. Oh yeah.
Oh, I want to know.
If you get it right, yeah, she takes 2 shots. If you get it wrong, you take the next one. So be careful.
Nah, but you'll never know because she's gonna have to say it first.
Real talk. You can message it to me just in case. And
No,
we'll see.
there's a couple actually, but I would probably say what, UK or
Anything.
okay, UK. I would say there's a guy's style that I really like is Nux. I really like his style.
Okay.
And I feel like Nux.
I haven't heard. Shout out Nux.
He's like that kind of soul trap wave type of thing going on, which I feel like I have.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know. US. I don't know.
Did you take your shot?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Check the camera. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know. Maybe
enough.
like Tory Lanez or something. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. For
All
the
right,
exposure.
fair enough.
Because I particularly like him, but yeah.
But I swear it's with Steph right now, so you need to be careful when you say it on the camera still.
Oh, your man.
I see you wifing it up on Instagram and that, putting all her neck.
Well, it's Vicky's missus though.
No anymore, big man. Yeah, you're not in the loop. You're not in the loop. You're not in the loop.
See, that's how you know I'm in the grime world. innit?
Yeah. You're
Focus
not
on
in
major
the loop.
music and grime.
That's it. Yeah. Tory Lanez and Steph was looking hella comfy.
Yeah.
He put a nice chain around her neck and all
Nah, I
sorts.
saw that, but is that when that was? Was that?
Hey,
I don't
he
see
was
nothing.
saying some stuff though, you know. He was saying some stuff. You gotta watch that post again. There's certain things he was saying in there, and she was like, "Is this mine to keep?" And that, like, I just.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, next question, yeah. Give me your honest opinion on this Wiley, Dizzy, Skepta situation. Yeah, and take your shot. Take the shot. You need to let
Loosen
it
up.
rip.
Make sure they
Yeah.
line up the circulation for me to answer that.
Yeah, you. You.
Took a nice gulp on that one.
Yeah.
To be fair, obviously, it could. It's interesting, isn't it?
Honesty, straight.
Obviously, we know already Dizzy's views to Wiley, innit? But then there's times when Wiley makes it out like everything's cool, or he wants to make up with Dizzy, and then there's times when he's felt, you know what, I don't care, I'm just gonna say what I think. Then it gets reined back in again, and now he's at a point where, you know what, I don't care. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just found it quite funny what he was saying. Just because Wiley's, when he goes on these rants, it's amusing to a lot of people, isn't it? No matter what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When he was sending for me saying stuff, it was amusing to other people. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
That's my time to find this stuff amusing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
But on a serious, like, I just think in a few weeks' time, no one's gonna care again.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just something for that week for everyone to get gassed over.
Yeah.
And then next week, no one's gonna care
it's
anymore.
like
Yeah,
the world
it's
we're
true.
in right now is so fast paced that it would just get put into another section of what happened in this music thing.
In this music
Do you
thing,
know what I
yeah.
mean? But
Okay.
it's like there's so many chapters that it's definitely right now. Yeah, it's still a hot topic, but in 2 weeks' time it might not be, unless they
Something
keep going,
happens,
innit? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Do you think he had a point, Wiley?
With what?
In terms of-
because he said a lot.
Like, okay, my whole overview
He did
take
say
on
Catch Me
it.
at Grime Originals though. I don't know if you saw that one that he come out with a few days before. Still,
No.
So it's on Grime Originals page. Though,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
He said when he's driving in his car, he
Yeah,
says
yeah.
stuff in it, you know.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen all of them, so to be fair, I haven't seen all of them. But my general take on it is like, he's hurting, and I don't understand why. Like,
Alright, so
did it have to bring up the Jamie thing?
No, it is. You need to look at it. I do understand why in some aspects. It's like, I don't know. Let's say you two are your business partners right now. Yeah. An opportunity comes for one of you.
Yeah,
Let's say for her
yeah,
to go and do something which is meant to be something that you lot have done together, but she then decides I'm just gonna go and do it by myself without telling you or nothing or consulting you on it or nothing in it. You just find out that she got this opportunity which was based on what you two had done.
yeah,
So what he's looking at, I guess, in some aspects is, alright, Boy Better Know it's been built. I'm part of Boy Better Know. Like, Dizzy was over there doing that. He weren't doing this. Now he's come back into doing this again. And we're the top guys for this. So now you're letting him work with us lot. Do you know what I mean? When really he didn't want to work with us lot. That's why he was missing for how long. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's one view, and one view could be, all right, well, them two have just got a pass us, so that means they shouldn't be friends with none of the rest of them. Like, you know, like,
yeah,
that's his boy, so I can't be bridges with none of them. Like, you know, them sort of ones.
Yeah.
That could be that view as well. But we're grown men.
that's
Like,
it. Everyone's
we're grown
making
men
money.
Making dough. Like, the people in question have got a lot of money.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot of
some
wealth
would
between
argue
those three.
Some would think, why are them not even, like, do you know what I mean?
Do you think Dizzy's being childish, still not talking to him after like 18, 20 years down the line?
No, it is just made this decision and that's that. Like, that's what people have to understand. Like, sometimes you gonna just say, oh, you know what, I don't fuck with, so I don't mess with that person no more.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the Hillary still.
you know what I mean, I don't mess with that person no more.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Okay.
Like, sometimes.
And people have to accept that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But obviously there has been times throughout the time that Wiley's like, look, I do want to still make up with him.
Yeah.
And that was his choice to say either, you know what, all right, cool, let's just settle it.
Yeah.
Or not. You know, part of the reason why he might not have been around could be because he didn't want to come back around Wiley.
Yeah.
But that's a silly view, really.
I don't know much about it. I can only talk about like the rumors of how they stopped talking. But it's my understanding is Dizzy pinched Lisa Mafia's bum when he was on holiday in Ayia Napa, right? And then based off that, right, an altercation happened. But surely that might have even had something to do with So Solid. But why is he so hell bent on Wiley? Because if I remember correctly, when Wiley was talking on, is it Vlad or somewhere else? Wiley's like, well, I was by his side when that situation happened, or he was there by the hospital bed, as Wiley said. So if Wiley was there through all of that, you know, at some point, this has got to take responsibility for, if he didn't pinch Lisa Mafia's bum, everything's still cool.
Definitely.
So why? And I don't understand why Wiley keeps. I'm a fan of Wiley. I'm a fan of Dizzy, and boy, it is what it is. This is my view. But I just feel like there's no need for you to hate this guy for so long. Like the people that attempted to like take your life, I'm under the understanding or the impression that it wasn't even Wiley.
No, I understand that, and you got a valid point. Do you know what I mean? No one really knows why Dizzy holds this grudge for so long, when it's known, or I wasn't there, innit?
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, obviously, and what has been put out there, is that end of the day, he wasn't the only person that ended up in warfare based on that situation. But obviously, you know, Dizzy's view might be, "Oh, you left me to get X, Y, and Z." And obviously, his argument is, "No, I tried to back it, bro, but it still happened."
It got a bit techie.
Yeah,
it got a bit techie.
Yeah, so it's either Dizzy accepts that he tried to back it, or he don't.
Yeah.
And that's it, innit? So he's looking like he don't accept it.
Yeah.
And it's over, innit? Like, but then obviously the chess moves, which was what Wiley's getting mad with, or it looks like
That was a chess. That was a hella chess move from Dizzy though to get Skepta without him.
Yeah, he's looking like it's a chess move.
That was a mad chess
this is
move.
the thing, it could have just happened organically, yeah? Because rumour has it that they was in the same building, and then Skepta heard that Dizzy's in the studio next door.
Yeah.
Popped his head around the corner and said hello.
Come on, that sounds like a real Jay-Z chess
You know
move
what I
to
mean?
me, man.
But
You know them
obviously,
Jay-Z moves there.
You don't know if Dizzy got the studio in that building on purpose for them things to happen anyway. Do you know what I mean?
That's a hella chess
really
move.
know,
I think
but-
Dizzy, I can see that Dizzy wants to come back into the scene and he wants to be a part of it. You know, collaborating with LD and them guys, and I can see that Dizzy wants to come back, or he never left. I'm sure in his eyes, he just went on to do his own
A
thing.
lot of guys went or left and did a different thing for a minute.
Yeah,
He was just the first guy to go left.
yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he stayed that way because he was successful there.
Exactly. Why wouldn't
But
you continue to make money?
It's like now it's time to go and like now you can be you. When I say be you, I mean like you can say the raw and rugged stuff and still get a number one.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to go and chase that world no
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Even though you've done that, you've been
That world's
successful
here.
there.
That world's here
And
now.
Yeah, and that world respect you now.
Yeah.
But now you don't need to mess with that world no more. You can come back over here where
Yeah,
you
exactly.
really were meant to be anyway. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But obviously it's because of the time, and in between that there's been like little indications that make you think he don't care about us lot.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
the difference, because obviously other people, it does look like they still care a bit. You know, even like when Chip was gone and then when
Yeah.
he came back, he went through his spell of acceptance, and then he proved
Yeah,
himself.
Chip had to
You know what I
because
mean?
he went out like, you know, I remember that Fire in the Booth freestyle, and he's coming in rapping like his Jay-Z, coming around building bridges for the UK, and it's like
Right, you know what I mean? So then he come back and he then went through that process.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
He had to show them, listen, I'm still a Grammy. You know what I mean? And he won everyone back over.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And obviously, yeah, we're here now. But good luck to Dizzy, good luck to Wiley. They've already
And
been
Skeppy.
very successful. Happy for them. For me, I just want to focus on my thing.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, I
And
hear that.
obviously, yeah, it's amusing or whatever, but there's a lot more. Obviously, some could say that Wiley's just doing this to sell his album. It's coming
Okay,
out.
yeah,
Godfather
yeah,
3 is coming
Fair
out.
enough.
Okay,
Some,
cool.
I'm just sitting on the fence here. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Popcorn.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? All obviously, Grime Originals, innit? Come to
Yeah,
Grime Originals.
shout out
don't
Ground
know.
Originals all day long. So, okay, now I got a question for you, remember, bro? You gotta take a next shot. Would you rather, yeah, be the best in the game in terms of an MC, or would you rather have like 100 mil but have nothing to do with music?
I think that's an easy question, bro.
It might not be. It depends, though, innit? Some people might take the money. Some people might say love
So
of the
if I
art.
take the 100 mil, I could never be known for music at all.
Yeah,
Is that what
you
you're
just
saying?
got 100 mil. You just got 100 mil living your life. Or would you rather be the best in the game musically?
I'll take the 100 mil.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because I already
See?
feel
Oh, you're
like,
shot, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll take the 100 mil because I already feel like I already feel like I'm the best, but I feel like I'm at a level lyrically
Yeah.
where I want to be.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
not be modest now.
Not like in terms of success,
Yeah.
but in terms of like lyrically, like writing.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm at the top of my game in writing.
Okay.
So I don't think I have anything to prove to myself
Okay.
in terms of music. Do you know what
Fair
I'm saying?
enough.
I think with music, it's just me proving to everyone else how good I am.
Okay.
But I don't think I have to prove to myself how good I am. I know how good I am.
You know what you're good at, yeah? Okay.
And man's doing music to make money and feed the family. So cut that and get the 100 mil and just, you know what I'm saying?
Just bounce, yeah.
And feed the family, innit? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it was easy for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, cool. I think I'd rather be best in the game still, but that's just me. I think me. Paige,
Yo.
who would you want to clash in this season? Yeah.
I don't do clashes.
If you had to do a clash, who would you clash?
I can't. I don't know. No.
Then just take the
It's
shot,
void.
please.
It's
Just
void.
take the shot and the whole shot. Nothing but the shot. The whole shot.
Do you know why it's void? Because I'll lose.
You think so?
And it will be embarrassing and I'll never ever write anything ever again.
Fair enough. So man's gonna move on from this game now still.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna move on from this one still. Cool. So, Sharky, let the people know your socials and what's coming out.
Obviously on the Instagram it's at Sharky Major _. Twitter just at Sharky Major. Grime Originals at Grime Originals. At Major Music Ent. Music was spelled MUZIKENT. Major Music Ent. We've got the website grimeoriginals.com. Event coming up 9th of November in Brighton. Get down there at the Arch nightclub. That's gonna be sick. What else we got going on? All the artists, follow the artist K9 at K_to the 9.
Yeah, underscore to TO_9, something like that. Yeah.
K_TO_DA_9.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, K to the 9 kilos, boom. We got Talifa, Tommy B, Bigger Man, Black Steve, 14.
Do you rate Joe So Sick? How highly do you rate Joe So Sick and Logan?
I rate them highly. They've both featured at Grime Originals on the New Gen set.
Yeah. How far do you think they can go?
They can go far, man. They just need to keep going, keep working, keep perfecting the craft, making the right links.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing, man. The more everyone works hard and works together and just keeps going, the more chance they got of getting to the end goal. Innit?
How did you hear about them? Like to put them onto your set? Because that's a big deal. My understanding in Grime Original, that's a big deal to get. Like Joe So Sick actually got a set, and I think Logan got a set before.
Yeah.
How did you hear
Logan
about them?
might have even done 2 of them still.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you fishing the guys out like in the pool of like?
I've just got my ear to the ground, my G.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen who's doing what. Or in most cases, not always. Obviously, there's always a new guy that's
Yeah.
You know, obviously, I do a lot of research. And, you know, obviously, speak to the followers and the fans and ask them who they're feeling a lot.
Okay.
Because I don't always just make decisions based on me. A lot of it is
Okay.
what people want. So I might say, oh, who's your favourite this or what's this? Do you know what I mean? And people will come back and depending on some of the feedback I get, sometimes I look at that artist and I think, are they ready for this?
Okay.
And then,
Yeah. Okay, cool. So for them young guys out there making their music, as long as they put in the work, you will find them.
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not guaranteed, but...
Yeah, not guaranteed.
So.
All right, cool. Anything else you want to ask him?
No, I think that's it, guys. Thank you very much for coming
Thanks
down.
for coming down, man.
Taking the time out.
Drinking the shots.
Thanks for
there.
getting me waved.
Yeah, no worries, man. Anytime, man.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you're following Sharky Major, K9, Talifa, King Rob, Big Man, Black
Tommy B.
Steve, Tommy B, everyone, all of them at the Major Music family. And also make sure you're following Grime Originals as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow us on the socials as well at UK_ISN. And this interview will be out very soon.
There you go.
And we're going to play it off with a little tune.